JMC3 here with the Benchmade Onslaught Lum design. .3 inches in length, blade length that is. Modified clip point, beautifully done by the late Mr. Bob Lum, with the Benchmade axis lock. This blade, this knife, comes in at slightly over 7 ounces. And I want to call this the infamous Onslaught because of the much talked about thickness of this blade. I refer to this as a spring summer knife for myself. I live in an area where we have all 4 seasons, not just hot and cold. And I think of this knife is, even though it's over 7 ounces, it doesn't feel heavy to me. It's a very light in hand knife, well made, well designed. The handle on this is huge. I don't have small hands. I don't have the most giant hands in the world, but I also don't have really tiny hands. So when Mr. Bob Lum made this blade, I'm assuming he had an executive battle blade in mind. At least that's my take on it. Or a knife that a person could wear cargo pants, slacks, and this is going to sound odd, but a Sunday go to meeting outfit, and slip this in and it would fit in quite nicely. This pocket clip itself, from the point it hits your tip of your pocket to here, is 2.5 inches in length. And that's a lot of clip. That's a lot of holding on to for your knife. I feel secure that if need be, this blade could not only be used defensively, but could be a great aid in a defense mode. Now, the reason I call this the infamous Onslaught is because some of the reviews I've heard about this blade gave me the impression that people feel, and I was going to defend this blade, people feel that if you try to use this in a defensive manner, it would fail on you. It would break. It could possibly cause you your life. And they spoke strongly about that. And I was coming on here and I had a little speech set up to defend the blade and say how there's, that this stronger than your skin and it's stronger than muscle and it would work. And even though it has a hardness, it's 154 cm steel, it's a hard steel and it can break. But I was ready to defend this blade. But then I started thinking about it. Humans have what most people refer to as a fight or flight mechanism built inside of us, that the body reacts to stress in a fight mode or flight mode, meaning you either attack or you run. Now I want to add a third phrase to that. The human body will freeze up, not give up as my friend over here, but just freeze. Because in any situation where when you're attacked, fight and flight is actually the same function. It's a defensive. You're defending yourself. You're either defending yourself by fighting the attack off, or you're defending yourself by hauling A out of there. Either way, it's a self-preservation mode. Freeze isn't. Freeze is just to stop, to lose thought. It's not even giving up, because giving up can also be a way to defend yourself. You're outnumbered. You're out-armed. They just too many people, or they have more power over you, whether they have a gun already pulled on you, locked and loaded and ready to go. and you know to do anything but submit, will put you in a bad way. But that in itself, you can still leave your mind open to, if something happens, if he drops his guard, if there's an opening I can get away. Giving up or surrendering is a better way to say it, can also be a defensive action. It can be. To freeze is not. To go into a situation unprepared or not confident in what you have to defend yourself is dangerous. If freezing is just the worst thing a person can do, and it happens if you have not trained your mind to believe that the tool in your hand can save your life. If you have doubts, and not just this knife, but anything you're using to defend yourself, then I'm going to say don't carry it. Don't use it. Don't train with it. So even though I was getting ready to defend this blade because I like it, to me this is my summer blade. This is my blade when I feel like, hey, I'm going to put on some shorts, I'm going to go outside. It's light, fits nice, but it's still big and hefty. So for the people out there who have doubts about this blade, I'm going to say give it up. Put it on eBay. Don't buy it. Because carrying something that you have the slightest doubt you could use defensively for yourself or someone else, I'm going to go out and just say stupid. You're setting yourself up for failure. I know I kind of went off track there, but that's what this knife does to me, and seems to do to a lot of people on YouTube. It gives them that mixed emotion. Beautiful blade by the late Bob Lum. And these are my three friends. I grew up in New York, and we got Shut Up over there, we got You Didn't See Nothing, and we got Stick 'em Up. Alright, this is JMC3. Hopefully this wasn't a long-winded babble about nothing, even though I wanted to focus the attention on this beautiful blade. But what the hell, my 2 cents about a really beautiful blade that has been reviewed much better than I have done today by many people. This is JMC3 out.